What's going on, guys? How's it going? It's Andrew here, and recent news: I got a haircut. Yeah, trim the pearls on the bottom a little bit. It's a sad day, but it's metaphorical. Chopping off the old, getting rid of the old, starting bringing in the new. It grows back, life goes on, and it's all great. It's all great. So for today's segment, I really thought about doing motivational Mondays. Because I like the idea of it and it sounds catchy and it's a cool thing to do every single week to keep, me on my toes and to, you know, create content and put it out there. But I feel like a lot of stuff that I want to talk about isn't necessarily motivating, more of just kind of just opening our eyes and our horizons to different ideas and ways of life and ways to look at things. So, and I think a lot of what I want to talk about is kind of stuff that I talk about in my blog called Dive Deep. So I think I'm going to call this Dive Deep with Andrew. I'm probably going to try to do it every Monday. So this is the first segment of that. And what do I want to talk about today? Look at the drawing board here. What do we got? I think something that I'm very interested in, because I feel like in this world that we live in, we like to see things. We like a cause and effect relationship. We like to physically feel something or see something over time to validate it. And, it's great and all. But I think spirituality and the idea of thought and how that can kind of create and manifest this world that we want, that we can create. And I think we don't put enough emphasis on our thoughts and our everyday progressions and actions and thoughts, and they add up subconsciously and they can create and manifest what's going on in our life. And that ties into the law of attraction. And the law of attraction is real. Like I've been doing a lot of, I don't want to say research on it, but just listening to podcasts and Abraham Hicks and surrounding myself with a lot of people who believe in the law of attraction. And honestly, before I really started looking into it, I always knew about it because I wrote a year ago, honestly, probably today, like I had a post about the law of attraction and just talking about the idea of vibrations and energy and how we control our own vibrational state. Our thoughts, everything that we do is a vibration. And this entire world, if we think about it, is moving. I don't honestly remember the science behind it, but in like elementary school, we learned that the world is rotating super fast. So, and hence, like we are rotating super fast. So it's like we're not moving at all. But in reality, we're moving. We are vibrating. And we are releasing frequencies. And I always make this this reference, but like Buddy the Elf, this man is annoyingly, obnoxiously happy all the time. And while some people are on a lower vibrational state than he is, he attracts a lot of really cool things and just opens people up because people want to be happy. People want to vibe. People almost want to be how he sees the world. They want to look through his lens. And it's hard for a lot of people, but it almost inspires them to kind of look at it through their lens. And him just going out and getting it opens all these doors, and he's just a magnet for, positivity. And I think that goes a long way. And I think throughout my life, I've definitely learned that, the projections that we emit and that we bring off attract that. And if you're constantly telling yourself, like I'm broke, why does it have to be like this? Like I'm tired all the time, or just these constant negative thoughts, and it's kind of almost instilled in us. Like as college students, we are broke. Like people almost want to hear, like I feel like I don't know how this even became a thing, but we don't want to say it, but we do because it's almost what people say. Like you're a college kid, you're broke, you laugh about it. And that's, I think, the biggest thing is that you say these things that you don't necessarily mean, but you laugh it off like it's nothing. And in hindsight, you don't think it means anything because you're saying it and you're laughing about it like, I know that's not true, but you're still saying it, you're still releasing a vibration into the world, into the universe, and putting that out there, that negative energy. And it's real. It's incredibly real. Again, it's one of those things that you don't really see necessarily cause and effect. You might see a lot of spiraling things happening in your life, and you almost don't really know what's going on and why this is happening to you. And then you really sit down and start writing down, like, all right, what am I doing? What am I thinking? What am I saying every single day? And you're like, shit, like, I got to change what's going on up here. I got to change the way I'm thinking. And so I think with the law of attraction, we honestly can manifest and create so many amazing things into our life if we are on that vibration or on that frequency. And Abraham Hicks always talks about going on the path of least resistance. She, life shouldn't be hard, I don't know. I feel like, like they say, if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life. Like, you should find work where you're like, oh my God, I get paid for this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not really work. It's not hard. You're not stressing about it. You're not putting pushback on it. It's just a flow. And it's, I don't want to say it's easy, because nothing's ever easy or given in this world, but it's just like aligns with your frequency, with your energy. And that is the path of least resistance. Like, you don't fight these thoughts. You don't constantly, I'm like, why is this happening? Or if something presents itself, you don't challenge it. Like, once things start happening and you're like, yes, yes, it just starts flowing. And then it's incredible how it happens, and how the world almost just like comes into fruition. Like, there are some instances, like in my life, where I was just thinking of something, or I was consciously aware and just writing down these thoughts, and then like boop, something like happens, whether it's money comes in or goes out, or an assignment, or someone reaches out to you, or it just like all falls into alignment. And that's how life should be, really. And that's kind of the law of attraction. I watched this documentary a long time ago called The Secret, and that's really powerful. And just a bunch of, I don't want to say doctors, but people have like studied the law of attraction and its power and its realness. And I think it's super powerful. And I think the big thing, especially, I feel like a lot of my audience is college students. There's a lot of sickness. There's a lot of depression, anxiety, and struggle through our day-to-day lives, whether it's dealing with drama, dealing with sickness, dealing with school, dealing with the overall stress of life and just commitments that we have with work, school, balancing. And balancing is huge, trying to not explode internally, I think it's so important to dig down and find the root cause. Listen to what's going on up here, and be honest with yourself and write it out. Write out everything. Like, I started doing this, actually. My sister got me a manifesting journal. Every single morning I write down my goals. I write down affirmations that, I want to instill in myself. And I say the same thing over and over again. Subconsciously, it triggers something where I'm not necessarily even thinking about it consciously anymore, but it's there. It's always kind of happening. And then you start seeing shifts happening in your life. Like, people, the way you interact with the world might change, or like people might come to you. People might come into your life that you never really thought would. Or it's just like, it's really, honestly, a really cool experiment that I think will benefit a lot of people. So if you're going through a rut, or life is just, things are just seem like they're falling apart, go back to your thoughts. Like, what are you thinking? Are you getting angry like every 5 minutes over the little things? Are you grateful for the small things, the big things? Like, intent is everything. And we really do have the power to manifest what we want in this life if we go about it in the right way, and we're conscious of what we want, and we constantly feed ourselves good energy, good vibes, but good thoughts, because that's where it starts. The intangible parts, the thoughts. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. So, first segment of Diving Deep with Andrew. Hopefully, I'm going to do a little bit more preparation for the next one. This one I honestly kind of just like had an idea and just rolled with it. But yeah, I might incorporate a little bit more things. But it's time to get the ball rolling and hoorah! Alrighty, catch you on the next one. Peace out.